Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Older Women Can Get It. This is from Ari Shaffir. Let's see what he has to say. Now, what I know of the phrase "can get it" means like she can get it. You know what I mean? Like she can come get what I'm putting down. She can pick up what I'm throwing. You know, do you understand? If you know, you know. That's what I understand the phrase "can get it" to be. I'm not sure if this is the same understanding, but let's find out together.
What is it you like about the MILFs? You like blonde MILFs?
Blonde MILFs. I thought he said wild MILFs.
Sure, whatever.
Sure.
You can't justify why you like something, you know? You just do. You're like, I want a vagina that looks like it was left out in the sun for a few days.
That's not nice.
Have you ever had sex with a MILF? You've not.
He's just attracted to
Look
him?
around. I don't see any. You should get one.
You should get one.
You've been trying?
I've been trying.
Where-
I guess that's the thing. A MILF has to be attracted to you back, right? Right? For those of you who don't know, a MILF is a mother that someone would like to lay down with in a bed, preferably undressed.
Like, I'm trying to think like where you would even find MILFs. Do you just wait outside carpools, outside schools? And like, this fucking guy is trying to fuck your kids. Like, oh, no. Not at all. No, I'm waiting to see who picks the kids up. Also, maybe you find a mom who's down, but you're like, that's not a MILF. That's just a I would not like to fuck that one. It's a hard line to find. You need to find a mom who is hot and single.
I was just about to say, and available for you to get down with her. It's so funny because I am a mom and soon to be mom of two, which is so crazy to me. But like when I go to like school events or see other moms in the grocery store or in the carpool pickup lane, I feel like nowadays most women who are moms are millennials. Like that's just the age group. So we're all kind of like in the same age bracket. And I think like back to when I think of my mom and all her mom friends, like I think we look different. I think like we don't look like a stereotypical sitcom mom, right? Like we don't dress like my daughter was at tumbling yesterday, and I'm sitting next to a mom, and she had a full arm sleeve and a full leg sleeve, and I literally thought to myself like, you're badass, like, yeah, you know what I mean? You would never see a mom like that back in the day. Well, I don't never say never, but it was less likely, and I feel like that mom was probably super shunned for being super cool. You know what I mean? So I feel like in this situation, especially because Ari said like a vajayjay that is out in the sun all day, I don't know if that applies. That is not a cougar, and a MILF is something different. I think cougar has more to do with age. MILF has more to do with a woman who has children that you find yourself attracted to. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you understand what I'm saying. I might have just like explained that so poorly, but let's keep going.
Or a cheater. Yeah, you don't care. You're like, yeah, you don't care. Like, what would your husband say? You're like, he's 80. I'm rooting for you, dude.
I'm rooting for you.
I don't think I've ever rooted for somebody so hard before. Women will get behind you too. If you're like, I want to fuck college girls, women are like, fuck you! You're like, I want to fuck a woman in her third career.
Her third career.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
Does that make you a MILF? Your third career? I'm in like my eighth
Moms
career.
are like that age. What's a MILF? Like 45? What's a MILF age?
As long as she has a kid.
That's the exact category.
I don't agree with that. I would love to know what y'all think about that. What is age-wise a MILF category? A MILF is a mother I'd like to duck. So there is no age, right?
Guy's like, no, I know the exact line. That's like the what makes a midget. It's 5'2". It's 5'2".
5'2"? That's awful. Don't say that.
What makes a midget, a retard, or a MILF? It's an IQ
Ari.
level, a height level, or a fucking age. And it is over 40 years old. Wow.
Well, I guess I'm not one.
Is it a MILF?
And I'm okay with that.
Like born children?
No. It's the
not
whole
just a 42-year-old.
point. No.
Wait, you say yes. Who says yes? You? It's still a MILF, even if it's not a MILF.
First of all, why are we saying it's? It's still a MILF. Like, it's still a MILF or she's still a MILF? What's going on, guys? Come on. What's going on? Oh.
That guy says no. A lot of people say no. I'll tell you this. It's not settled yet, but you are in the minority.
It's not settled yet?
You're the Rosa Parks of this argument.
I think it's the difference between a MILF and a cougar.
You're mine. And you're like, I believe what I believe. And I'm gonna stay right in this chair and argue my point. And the world be damned. All right, Miss Parks.
Not addressing her as Miss Parks.
By the way, if you can't see, that's a white lady. So, you're like,
so it's funny.
Rosa Parks? No, I'm not. How can you be a MILF without the M? I'm open to explanation.
She's seen some things.
Yeah, that's fair. I like it. That's a very trans-forward way of thinking. You can be a woman without having a period.
Oh, God, here we go.
Also, if you're 42, let's just say, and you've never been a mom, you probably had some abortions.
That's not true. Some women just decide not to have children. Some women can't have children. There's all kinds of reasons. Anyway, what I wanted to add to this was, okay, so I was saying like that makes a difference between a MILF and a cougar. I recognize that I think cougar technically means, or I don't know, Urban Dictionary is like a woman who dates younger men. Is that right? Or is a cougar just like a hot older woman? Because if that's the case, she's not a MILF. She would just be a cougar. Like, she's just a hottie. She's just a hottie without kids. You know what I'm saying? And as a mom, I can tell you, it's a lot hotter to be without kids because then there's no, like, kids tugging at you, getting in the way. You just do what you want to do. So a cougar might be hotter than a MILF, in my opinion. But you cannot be a MILF. The first word of the acronym is mother. You can't be a MILF and not be a mom. I'm sorry. And if I'm upsetting you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to upset you. I'm just reading the word. I can't.
It's halfway there. If you have kids in heaven, would that count as a MILF? You bring up interesting points, Rosa. You bring up interesting points.
Rosa. I can't believe he's like really addressing her as Rosa.
Dude, I didn't think this topic of conversation would go this far. How did you get into... You're too sick to be here. How did you get into...
I'll be coughing around here.
It just happens. Yeah, someone has to expose you to it. Or the algorithm, I guess. Just, yeah.
The algorithm.
I'm trying to think what's the fucking, the
That's super true these days. There are so many moms on all the social media platforms that, like, if you are just like a kid in your 20s scrolling through, you are definitely encountering some like hot moms. Because these moms nowadays, we're just built different. I'm telling you. And now moms are way less like covered up and, like there's a lot of moms putting it out there. There's moms like Kim K, you know what I mean? Who like, you get to see all sides of her. You get to see the mom side, you get to see the bikini side, you get to see other sides. And so, yeah, I mean, in that case, I just wonder like what's the picture? He said blonde, but like, is she older or does she just have to have kids? Her age doesn't matter. I have so many questions. I'm like invested in this. I'm really invested.
On as a gateway drug?
Like I'm in the audience.
What's the gateway? Is it like hairy pussy? It could be that. It could be that.
I was not expecting that.
I was thinking stepdaughter,
I have to eat a
stepmom,
Swedish fish
like
on
weird
that.
threesome, but if you look at hairy pussy, eventually it's going to show you a woman who's of a certain age.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, it could be that. I should be a college professor. We need a better term than hairy pussy. That's untoward. You know? How about furry love spot? Or
I like that, actually.
hairy pussy. It's like, ugh, dude.
Yeah. All right, I agree.
Yeah, but if you like hairy pussy, somebody's gonna eventually just throw on their screen a 43-year-old mom, and the light's gonna go off.
The light's gonna go off.
That's why I won't watch anime porn.
That's a
What
thing.
if I like it? What if I super love it? And then I gotta change my whole lifestyle. Everywhere I go, if I'm around my nephew and he's like, I want to put cartoons. I'm like, don't.
Right.
I can't get a boner in front of another relative.
Or a child. How about that?
What are you doing to find a MILF?
Just going out shopping.
Go on shopping. Do you go on can you go on Tinder and put in above an age? You haven't found. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, and the whole audience is like, oh. This is such a good conversation. I just feel like this is psychology almost. Like, I just am enjoying the conversation, and it feels very like you're learning about other people's point of view too, because he's bringing in other people. I just am enjoying learning other people's perspective and point of view. But why did everybody just low key shame him for being 23? Like, he told y'all he likes what he likes.
Would love to have you, because you can get hard twice.
Oh,
You don't. Yeah, I don't think you think that's a big deal, but it is a big deal. I'm 48. I'm MILF age.
here's the deal. Let's keep it real. You can be attracted to a MILF. I said this earlier, right? But a MILF has to also be attracted to you for the most part. And I don't think nowadays attraction has so much to do with the physicality as it does of what you can offer. Like, a woman who has children, she needs someone who has patience, understanding of her time, maybe potentially good with kids if that's gonna turn into something. It's way more than just what you look like. And so I do think it probably is a bit harder for him to find a woman who's interested back, because she don't have a lot of time to be out here playing on the playground with you, sir. She's with her kids.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till right now. I'm a male MILF. A MILF for short. That doesn't work.
DILF.
A DILF? But I'm not a dad. Okay, I hear what you're saying.
I'm not on board with this. He's not a dad, so he's not a
Maybe
DILF.
we all see our point now.
He's a MILF. He's a man you'd like to have fun with. He's not a DILF. No, he's actually a MILF. A man.
Okay. Maybe we all see our point now. Maybe we should reach across the aisle and realize some of these Trumpers are not your enemies.
How did we pull
You gotta stare,
Trump
Rosa.
supporters into this? You gotta stare, Rosa.
Yeah, I'm a DILF. Well, I paid for 2 abortions.
God bless.
That's not true. I paid for 1 abortion and I found out about another abortion later. Yeah, the lady was like, I had an abortion 5 years ago. I was like, do you want money? And she was like, no, I have a job. It was only $400. I was like, do you want a high five? Because you're getting one. Thank you. Yeah, when I have sex, when I'm done, a lot of times women will be like, oh, that was great. Can we do that again? I'm like, someday. I mean, no, not right now. That day for you is today. "23, yeah, Mom, we're lucky to have you. What's the oldest woman you've ever had sex with?"
Probably 26, 27.
He said, nah, dude.
You do better than that. What? You what? If you got no kids, you can't pay milk. You hardline it. That's fair. That's fair. It's Tinder. You got to go on Tinder.
Yeah, try.
Wait, hold on. Where did you got on Tinder though? Okay, if you're like, I tried, I don't know how to fucking. They asked for an email address, and then I don't know. I put it in. I'm like, where did you lose it? Okay, you got on there, and you swipe. You're like, anytime.
I'm swiping.
Like, beat it, fucking loser, disgusting slut. Okay, you can go.
I don't
above
hate.
Age and you can search by age, right? Can you search by height? You can.
You can't? Oh, he said no.
I'm 6'3", so I don't suffer from this, but I do feel bad.
I don't suffer from this.
6 feet or get fucked. they're human beings.
Oh, I have my best friend, my guy best friend. He always makes fun of me because I come from a very tall family. Like my mother is 6'1". All of my brothers are over 6 feet 5 inches tall. I don't consider myself tall. I'm like one of the shorter people in my family. I'm only 5'7", but because I'm like quite long, I appear a lot taller to people. I'm just like a thin girl. So people always like put me in the category of tall, but I don't feel tall. Because I live in a land of giants. Literally my grandmother's 5'11", my aunt is 5'11". Like I don't know like short women especially. So, but to me, I'm always looking up. And so, but I have always tended to lean towards whoever I'm dating, and now married to like someone who's like not as tall. And he's always just like, what's the deal? Like, why wouldn't you require someone to be like tall? I'm like, what does that have to do? I'm not 6'3". Like, and if I'm attracted to a guy who's 5'10", 5'11", 5'9", like my high school sweetheart, y'all, was 5'3", and I was 5'7" in high school. My high school sweetheart was 5'3", and we were together for 4 years. Do with that what you will. I don't height shame. Everyone is allowed to have their preference. So I'm not saying like, but the whole like women who really close themselves, women or men who close themselves off to like the potential of meeting someone that really could be their person simply because of their height, you might be missing out, is all I'm saying. Just saying.
Fuck
you
you,
might be
6
missing
feet
out.
or get fucked. they're human beings. Fuck. So you go 40 and a half or above.
40 and a half.
You just do this. 20 to.
That's a huge range.
What's it? Is there a term for a MILF fucker? Someone who does not of DILF age, but who consistently fucks MILFs? There should be a term for that. Wait, I don't know what it is, but we're all in agreement. That should be a term. Yeah, I don't know what it would be. Dude, they would fucking buy you so much shit. What?
I really want a sugar mama. That's what I really want.
Right, I
You're
think
in the
that
right
might be
category.
really what's going on
Hey,
here.
Rosa Parks, how old are you? Let me just ask you a question. I'm not gonna push you on. How old are you? 22. How much do you make a year? How much? 60,000. Minus taxes, you're walking with like 38.
Right.
Yeah. she
God
can buy you
bless
shit.
America. Let me tell you something. At 22, if I was making 30 grand a year, you're my evil villain laugh. I was so poor until like I got married. No, I'm just kidding. I just think about it in my 20s. I didn't graduate from college. And I definitely didn't take like the traditional route. I've never worked a traditional 9 to 5. I've always I worked in a lot of restaurants in my 20s. I lived in New York, and I literally survived off of ramen and dollar pizza and street hot dogs and going to my family's house on Long Island. Like I would literally save up enough money to get on the Long Island Railroad so I could go eat. And he's like 38. She can't buy you anything. I'm like, I'd be buying everything if I was making 38 grand at 22.
But a fucking mom, she has expendable. Yeah. Especially for kids old. If you had a kid at 22 and now you're 43, your kids are fucking, you don't even have to pay for them.
Yeah, you do.
And now you got all this fucking money that
Yeah,
you
you do.
spend on education. It's going to you. And you know what they're not spending it on? Condoms. Because they're barren.
That's not true, and that's not nice.
Yeah,
That's not true, and that's not nice.
Oh, I'm so hot. You're like, because I'm fucking good? She goes, no, it's menopause.
Oh
And then
my
you go, well, let
gosh.
me cool you down, and then just fucking blow a load all over her fucking face and tits. All right. Guys, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
let's wrap this up. That we were doing okay. Y'all know sometimes I get a little like prudish and squeamish on this channel. All right. There are a lot of opinions to be had on this episode. I shared some of mine. Feel free to share some of yours, but always be respectful and go and have the day you deserve. Peace.